Okay. So my film àwọn tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ títì. Ó yá kí lórúkọ yín.
Oluwadamilola Ayomiku.
Your name is Oluwadamilola Ayomiku. So what do you do? What are you doing right now presently?
I'm into buying and selling of clothes.
Okay. So where is your shop? You have a shop somewhere?
At Mokola Market.
You have the shoe shop or clothing shop at Mokola Market.
Yes.
What about well, before now, what were you doing? Are you like, did you go to school, your educational qualifications?
Yes, I'm educated.
Yeah.
I went to my primary school, Command Children's School, secondary, St. Louis Grammar School, and my tertiary institution, Federal Polytechnic, Ede.
Wow. Okay, so what course did you read at Federal Polytechnic?
Marketing.
Okay, so that's why you're a marketer now. That's
Yes.
fantastic. So tell me the kind of stuff you've marketed before.
I've marketed some banks, particularly Intercontinental Bank,
Okay.
that is now Access.
Okay.
Then one microfinance bank, EasyLink Intercontinental. Then I've marketed Cadbury. We are asked to market their goods sometimes ago. Then when I was in school. So, but now I'm into buying and selling. I'm marketing myself, my own personal business.
You are building your own brand.
Yes.
So what do you see where do you see yourself in like 10 years time?
How? In a higher place.
I know. What's your big dream? What's your
big dream? I'm dreaming to become a higher person, as in going to Dubai to get goods and even UK.
Yeah.
So by then I will have stopped buying all these
second-hand.
This small, but I'm starting small for now. Which
you are a very, very hardworking person.
Exactly.
I know that besides clothes selling, you also do a little bit of printing on the side.
Yes.
You're a very, very strong woman. Okay, so we're here to talk about something that one of the biggest deals in Nigeria when you're a woman to be married. Ọmọ máa pè lórúkọ ni ara aṣẹ́wó ni ẹ́ alórúkú ni ọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ fẹ́ á ní ò lè rí ṣe mọ́ á ní pé tó bá ti lọ́kọ ayé ẹ̀ ti ta nìyẹn. So I can you tell us about your experience, before you were married? Tell us about your experience. Were you working before you got married? Then after you got married, how was it like? What led up to your marriage? You know, that kind of thing.
Before I got married, I was once a gospel artist that I do write and I do sing.
Okay.
I do write. I'm into a newspaper called Daily News for the Celestians. So I have a page there that I do write. So later after then, I worked in one of these baristas' office at Ikorodu. Later, I got married. Me and my husband, we met 2002 at Mokola in someone's place, in a shop. We met there. Then along the line, we courted for about 8 years.
Wow.
We later got married. Then I was preparing to preparing to enter into my tertiary institution then when I met him.
When you first met him, you were just in secondary school?
No, I'm through then.
You were okay. You had passed out.
I've passed out about 2 years ago, applying for your admission into tertiary institution. So later, when we hook up, we start dating. In fact, then I was even a virgin, but due to all these Mokola stuffs, he doesn't believe it that he can still find someone like that. So we started dating. We continued the dating. After some years, he requested for sex, which I decided not to give him because I've promised my heart that whosoever I got married to, that is the person that will deflower me. So the guy was like, don't worry, we are getting married very soon. We are this, we are that. Then I later accepted my fate. Then we had it. The first time I had it, it was so painful, but then it was a pride to me. that at least this guy, me and the guy, we are getting married together. So later on, we continued dating. I went to my tertiary institution. I got an admission into Federal Poly Ede. We continued the relationship. Later, we got married. February 21, 2009. We got married then.
Was it a formal thing or or traditional, or you went to court?
We went to registry.
Okay.
We went to church.
Wow.
Then
we
we did
did
proper wedding.
Yeah, go on.
Then we even did all these traditional stuffs. So later I got into his home. He asked me not to walk, but I decided to tell him that I'm not going to sit down. I'm not a full housewife. But thank God we drag it, and we later get into a conclusion that okay, you are going to work, but you are working under a frame. He was a interior decor. He was into interior decorating. So we later got married. After the marriage, he helped me to get a job in one firm, which is one microfinance bank.
Okay.
We started working. After 3 months, I went to office. Coming back home that night, he has already written a letter that I should withdraw. Like he doesn't have any interest in the job any longer. I should stay at home. And then we've been having a minor problem about the issue of baby. We don't have babies then. By then we don't have baby. So we've been fighting and trying to do some things. So that day when I went to my office, coming back home, I met him sitting down in the sitting room with a letter on his hand. So he now handed the letter, he handed it over to me that I should go and drop it in my office. I don't even think,
as in I don't even to write a resignation
letter.
He wrote a resignation letter for
me.
Okay.
That I should submit it in the office. I don't even bother to go through it. Then the next morning, which is on Thursday day, I went to my office, dropped the letter. My organizer said, sit down, what happened? What kind of letter is this? I said, my husband asked me to give it to him.
What? He didn't even tell you what is written in the letter?
What is written in the letter. So, after opening it, my boss was like, hey, Miss Ogumbi, what happened? What happened? Why are you leaving the job? And then, I've been considered to be a good marketer in the office. So, the company is about to increase my salary then, because they started with 25,000 naira for me, but that ending of the month was the month they agreed to increase my salary then to 40,000 naira, because then I was a good marketer. I marketed throughout Ogunpa, Akilapa, Salvation Army and all those areas then. So I was well known there. Ayapupa, Yawimbo. So later on, I said that was my husband's plan. We both planned it, which I don't know anything about it. But in order not to ruin my home, I decided to agree and accept. Later, dropped the job. Stays at home. After 3 months, I'm not convenient sitting down at home, because I'm a type of lady that is very, very hardworking. So we started quarreling. I can't sit down at home. I can't do this. I can't do that. He later said, okay, if you know you can't sit down, I'm not the one to get you a job. Go out, move out, then you find a job. Thank God you have a good grade in your academics. Then you know some of your uncles that can help. So go to them. So I decided to go to one of my blood brother at Abeokuta then, which he assisted me in getting a job.
Another job.
And that is Intercontinental Bank at Ijebu-Ode. So I later worked there. When I was working, I was shuttling between Ijebu-Ode and Ibadan here.
Okay.
I will leave for Ijebu-Ode Monday morning, come back Friday night, and everything is well. Not until after 3 months, my husband started grumbling. Hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. In fact, I can't condone it anymore. We said we are looking for a baby, for a child. We are far distance. We are in a relationship which is far distance. I can't have you anytime I want you. I can't do this, I can't do that. I eat jungle food, I do this, I do that. Okay. I now persuaded him that maybe I should make a transfer, which then, yes, to make a transfer, which by then they disagree with me in the office that there's nothing like that. So when did you come that you're making transfer and all those things? Moreover, for now you can't have anything pregnancy until after 3 years. So I was like, I will not wait until this thing will ruin my marriage. So I decided to quit there. Then I come down to Ibadan, start from the scratch again, sitting down at home. Later on, one of his elder sister called me that instead of you sitting down at home, can't you manage my shop at Aleshiloye? I have a shop at Aleshiloye. And then the sister was in a press at Bodija. So he now has a business that very soon she knows he's going to retire. So if at all she retired, she will later get something doing. So I should assist her in staying there. My husband accepted. So since then I've been going there.